Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Cinemonograph. I'm your host, George A. Velez. I'm a New York filmmaker and actor. I've always wanted to write about films in addition to making them, but I could never really figure out how to do it. Recently, acclaimed filmmaker and critic Peter Bogdanovich died, and it reminded me of the time that I went down a rabbit hole and watched a few of his films and read up on him. He's made some fantastic films. The Last Picture Show, What's Up, Doc, Paper Moon. They're classics. There's this little scene gem called St. Jack. I discovered he was a film scholar of sorts and wrote monographs of Hollywood filmmakers like Orson Welles and Hitchcock. And after I read the one on Orson Welles, one of my filmmaking heroes and inspirations, I figured out my angle. Honestly, before that, I didn't know what the fuck a monograph was. I had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Bogdanovich once. I was at the New York Film Festival screening of the Orson Welles film he saw to completion, The Other Side of the Wind. I found myself at this little after party. To this day, I have no idea how the fuck I really got there. Anyway, there he was sitting at a table, talking to a few people. I'm standing a few feet away from him and being a creep. I want to go talk to him, but I don't want to embarrass myself or be weird or whatever. I noticed he's ready to head out, and I said, fuck it, ran after him. I extended my hand, blurted out, "Hello, Mr. Bogdanovich." He says, "Hello, my name is George Velez. I'm a filmmaker, and I just want to say that I've seen so many of your interviews on YouTube, talking about John Ford, Howard Hawks, Hitchcock, Orson Welles, of course. Watching these interviews and reading your monographs have made me a better filmmaker, and you've inspired me to write my own." He's kind of looking at me, "Who the fuck is this kid? How does he know who I am? YouTube? John Ford." Shook my hand, put his hand on my shoulder, humored me. What did you say your name was again? George. George, please keep going. Don't ever stop. That was very kind of him. It's not the most extravagant story, but I was on the cloud for the rest of the day and told myself I really gotta pursue writing these monographs one day. And that day's here, so here we are. So what is a monograph? A monograph is an essay, or rather a scholarly essay, about a particular aspect of art. Or it's a series of essays collected in a book or a series of books or volumes. That's the definition from Wikipedia. So thank you, Wikipedia. So think of this podcast as an audio monograph, or each episode as its own monograph on film. We're going to talk about films, directors, actors, my filmmaking war stories, other tidbits, have some guests, talk about a variety of different things that are film related. And don't worry, the main focus of this podcast is not going to be Hitchcock and all that classic Hollywood shit. I mean, we'll talk about it, but every once in a while. In fact, I doubt a lot of the movies that I'm going to talk about would be approved by the late Mr. Bogdanovich, but I'm sure he would appreciate the enthusiasm. So let's have some fun. Thank you so very much in advance for listening. This is the Cinemonograph.